What's up, everybody? It's the Digital World Podcast. And this is a release from Walmart. And I'm going to read it to you because this is a sign of what is to come. It says Walmart provided a business update today and revised its outlook for profit for the second quarter and full year, primarily due to pricing actions aimed to improve inventory levels at Walmart, Sam's Club in the U.S., and mix of sales. The comp sales for Walmart US, excluding fuel, are expected to be about 6% for the second quarter. This is higher than previously expected, with a heavier mix of food and consumables. And this is negatively affecting gross margin rate. Food inflation is double digits and higher than at the end of Q1. So much for the price inflation coming out of the White House, huh? So, anyways, food is at double digits. Food inflation is at double digits. This is affecting customers' ability to spend on general merchandise categories and requiring more markdowns to move through the inventory, particularly apparel. During the quarter, the company made progress reducing inventory, managing prices to reflect certain supply chain costs and inflation, and reducing storage costs associated with the backlog of shipping containers. Customers are choosing to Walmart. They're choosing Walmart to save money during this inflationary period, and this is reflected in the company's continued market share gains in grocery. The increasing levels of food and fuel inflation are affecting how customers spend, and while we've made good progress clearing hardline categories, apparel in Walmart US is requiring more markdown dollars. We're now anticipating more pressure on general merchandise in the back half. However, we're encouraged by the start we're seeing on school supplies in Walmart US, said the CEO. Okay? And the guidance updates based on the current environment and the company's outlook for the remainder of the year. It is providing the following updates. Consolidated net sales growth for the second quarter and 4 years is expected to be 7.5% and 4.5% respectively. Excluding divestitures, consolidated net sales growth for a full year is expected to be about 5.5%. And net sales include a headwind from currency of about $1 billion in the second quarter based on the current exchange rates. The company expects a $1.8 billion headwind in the second half of the year. The company maintains its expectations for corporate sales growth, excluding fuel, of about 3% in the back half of the year. So, folks, they're telling you that they're seeing sales being hit hard for in terms of general merchandise categories because their customers have had to worry about spending double digit percentage points higher on food. And while this has been the case, they've been able to still keep pace with market shares and grocery and whatnot because customers are choosing to shop at their store. But they're telling you that food inflation is double digits, and this is just the beginning. And here is what the White House put out on what they think the definition of recession is when everyone knows it's 2 quarters of declining GDP. Where here they say, well, some maintain that 2 consecutive quarters of falling real GDP constitute a recession. That is neither the official definition nor the way economists evaluate the state of the business cycle. Instead, both official determinations of recessions and economists' assessment of economic activity are based on a holistic look at the data, including the labor market, consumer and spending, industrial production, and incomes. Based on these data, it is unlikely that the decline in GDP in the first quarter of this year, even if followed by another GDP decline in the second quarter, indicates a recession. We're literally living in a clown world, folks. They're trying to make you not believe what your eyes are seeing, but you've got to believe what you're seeing. They're trying to create an alternate reality of what doesn't exist, or of what does exist, but they want you to think it doesn't. In other words, they're saying, look here, don't look here. So, folks, do not be deceived with all this gaslighting happening and all these different ways of, deterring people's attention from what is actually happening. And people are believing this. It's scary. It's downright scary. So you've got to keep your head on a swivel. You've got to be intact in your thinking, in your logic, and not let the powers that be tell you what is the truth. You're an intelligent human being who's able to critically think and assess information. You don't need someone telling you what to think or what to decide. You can do that. So, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. This is the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.